And a lot of them say, but me think say, yeah, the man, me never know you're Trini.
True.
I want to realize that I'm a Trinidadian, there's no different love, you know. It's the same love because we're one people. We are one people, you know. Yeah, Jamaica vibes.
Greetings and welcome to a new episode of this Reggae Music Show. This is saRas, your host, and today, very, very special guest is Queen Omega. Blessings.
Blessed love, giving thanks and praises for life.
Yes, I am. Mama Omega, as I said to you before, I am actually so happy to have you on the show, you know. I'm one of your biggest fans, and as a woman, I just have enough respect for you, you know. Yes, I.
Thanks.
Yes, I. Can you please tell us a bit like your story, like where you're from? I mean, we all know where you're from, but maybe you can refresh.
Well, I am hailing from San Fernando, that's South Trinidad. Trinidad and Tobago is a little island where I'm from, and grew up and still reside in South, you know, very humble child. Grew up amongst 4 brothers, the only girl, you know. Grew up in a Christian background, and my parents always taught me, you know, stuff from the Bible, you know, scriptures, you know, obeying the commandments, you know, living a life that is pleasing to the Creator. You know, our life is not our own. I always had that knowledge from small, so I grew up with a strong sense of spirituality.
Same, true. So what about the music side? How you get into the music part of your life?
Well, I was always, you know, a singer. I was born with a voice. My mom told me, you know, when she was having me, that she prayed that I would be blessed with a gift or a talent. And I was born with the gift to sing, you know, this voice, you know, and I was always singing from since school days, and always appearing on talent shows and TV shows. I had the whole experience as a childhood, you know, in music, because I was able to sing and sing so well. My parents give me that opportunity and they push, you know, they try their best to, you know, make sure that I would always, you know, shine in any little way. And that gave me the opportunity to work in a studio. I remember I started working in a studio. I was 13 years when I started working in the studio doing background vocal for all those soca artists, homie in Trinidad. And then for years upon years, until the producer decided that he would have taken me to Jamaica, because by that time I would have adopted Rastafarian, and I started to grow a love for reggae music, a deeper love, because I have always been listening to reggae music growing up. My dad was, you know, a reggae lover and a big Bob Marley fan. So I always listened reggae and love reggae and dancehall. So when I got the opportunity to do, you know, music, I started to go in that direction, reggae, because I wanted to be different. And then because I was a young Rasta woman, and I just connected to reggae music because of the lyrics and the, you know, the consciousness. You know, I make myself one with it, and then I start writing, and from I start writing, you know, everything just fall into place, you know.
So tell me how you, like, you and Rastafari, how you actually came, you know, across the whole culture of Rastafari.
Well, as I said before, you know, growing up in my home, we grew up praying. You know, I grew up in a praying home. You know, my parents always, you know, making sure that they, you know, teaching me about the fear of the Almighty. My mom, she always, you know, she's a praying woman. She's a praying woman, and she still attends very much active in her church right now. You know, it was easy for me to make the transition to Rastafari because it's consciousness, it's spirituality, and plenty of the things that was written in the scriptures. You know, when I was reading it, I was like, yeah, this is the kind of lifestyle I want to live. You know, And it was easy, you know, and it wasn't really hard at the time because I had already a spiritual background.
True, 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 true. So age, you said about how old were you when the first time you went to Jamaica?
I was 18 years.
Okay. So what about that experience?
Was wow. It was a real nice experience, you know, because knowing that I love reggae, I get the opportunity to visit the Mecca, you know, of reggae music. And it was really a nice experience being on the stage for Caribbean Musical Expo. I remember I went over with a rock band from Trinidad, and it was real magical. The people had accepted me when I started to do the chanting and you know, change up my voice and started to do the little roughness. It was real nice. It was like, who's our girl? I wish it name. People was, you know, was excited and they wanted to know who I was.
Of course, of course. So is that happened before you came to England or like
That happened
before?
just before I came to London. That's true.
Oh, okay. So
Just before I came to London.
those tune that I remember you had a tune with Sizzla Kettleton. Is that happened when you was in Jamaica or when
That happened when I returned to Jamaica. I did return to Jamaica to after recording the album. I recorded my first album, right, which was self-entitled in London. Yes. You know, true. I got the opportunity to go to London, and I think later down that same year, you know, I get the opportunity to go to London to record the album, you know, and I took the opportunity. And I went, you know, I went for 3 weeks, and I had music because I had a book with just lyrics because I used to be writing all the time, you know. And when I went to London to record the album, in 3 weeks I recorded most of the tracks, and then they invited me to go to Jamaica for the collaborations, and that's when the collaboration with Kipperton and Sister came about. Dr. Marshall, Uncle Music Woods, Dr. Marshall, my doc, he was responsible for that production.
True. So how was your experience in London?
Hey, I love London, you know. It's like a second home, you know, because most of the times when I go to Europe, must pass through London, have family over there, you know, close friends that I consider family because we build relationship over the years, you know. London is the gateway. We just always say that it's the gateway to Africa, you know. So, you know, we always give, you know, it's a place that we love to be. It's a place that I enjoy being because it have so much Caribbean people and it have so much vibes, you know.
That's true.
Home of lovers rock, you know.
It's the Caribbean of Europe in a way, yes.
Right, that's it.
That's where actually I came to know you from England. I didn't know that you were living here. Did you live here or you just passed through? Like
I just passed, but a lot of people think I live in London, but I always travel and go to London, but I live Trinidad.
Sure, wow. Of course, I can't blame you, trust me. So I see that you work as well with Stingray Studio and Arriva, right? Yeah. True.
Yes.
So, what can you tell me about these two different producers, like on your style of music? What like, I know that Arriva does a little bit more like dub style. So, what was the type of collaboration you two had with both producer?
Well, you know, after a while going to London and recording music, of course, other producers will get to hear of me and they would want to do some works with me. So I did a lot of works with other producers, Stingray, you know, and then I had the opportunity to meet with my professor and, you know, we did an album, you know, Servants of Jah Army, a very nice album because, you know, at that time there's a lot of slang Robbie rhythms. And I was going crazy when he was playing them rhythms because, you know, growing up, I used to be hearing a lot of them rhythms, a lot of them artists who sing on them rhythms, and I had a passion for it. So having the opportunity to touch them rhythms was really, you know, dear to my heart.
Of course.
Yeah, and, you know, my professor, you know, he is the professor. he has a big, catalog. And, working with him on the album he allowed me to do me. He just allowed me to do me. There was no limitation, it just go to the studio and do your thing, just work, and yeah, I could remember going to Croydon, It's taking a long travel because I was in Northwest London and you're going south. Yeah.
Yeah, that's London. It looks like you're going to another country sometimes from
Yes.
north to south.
Yes.
For real. Yes. I wanted to ask you, as a female artist I would say ambassador of female artists in this industry of reggae music, how was your experience? Did you find a lot of stumbling block being a woman, especially a Rasta woman, or?
I didn't really find any stumbling blocks,
Okay, that's great.
It was kind of, it was kind of easy for me because, I move with a power, and I move with a strength, and because of the name that I carry, that name came with the respect, and, just how I carry about myself, how I dress, modest, always in my skirt, always in a dress while I'm performing. It was really, they had accepted me. They had accepted me. My male counterparts accepted me. It was never really no vibes,
True.
Yeah.
That's great to hear, That's great to hear, actually. Because you always think like women always have it a little bit more difficult in the industry, but
I think it was easier for me because it didn't have much females. And because I move with that power, it made the men them to allow, this queen.
It was needed. It was needed.
It was needed. It was needed, and I came out in the right time. The universe, I open up the opportunity, open up them gates for me, and I break barriers, for women, and help empowered women, and help conscious women to know who they are,
Definitely. I'm actually very proud of you that you keep motivated and you just, your way, the Rasta way. You're not getting confused in any bangarang or, I really appreciate that, because sometimes you see artists out there, they might start in a good way, like positive way, and then kind of get lost through.
Confused.
You know what I mean? This way is too slow, so let me go the quick way. And that is not good for encouraging the younger artists out there.
That's true. That's true.
I appreciate that you're keeping, leading the way to.
You have to keep it real, because if it's not real, then it don't make sense. I always try to, not just my music is my life, what I sing is how I try my best to live,
So I guess you have children, right? You do have children.
I do.
So I guess what you do, you're keeping in mind that one day they will understand what you're doing,
Of course. And they will continue to work too, they will continue and they will do greater, they will make even a greater impact in the universe and in society and in their community and in amongst their peers, and that is what it is about, because we all are role models. In an interview earlier on, I was asked, how do I feel about being a role model? If it's pressured, to me, it's a natural.
True.
I feel natural. I don't feel no extra way.
You're a mother.
Exactly. I was explaining to her, I am a mother, and we are role models. Everybody have a part to play. And if we could only understand that we all are important and our lives are very important, and we all have a purpose to play in order to make this whole cycle of life a beautiful life. We all have our part to play. Everybody is important. Everyone is special. Then everybody is a role model, whether you're popular or not, whether you're famous or not. It's just because we are artists and our music touch so many lives, we are put on pedestals and we are looked upon as role models, which is okay. So we have a greater opportunity to do the right thing. We have a greater, it's a greater struggle as well.
Yeah. It's a kind of responsibility as well, I believe.
It is a responsibility. It
True, true,
is.
true.
It is.
It's
But
definitely.
I love it, you know, because life is like that. Life itself is a responsibility. You have to be responsible of how you eat, what you drink. If you don't do that, you get sick. And the more we understand that, then you know, we will really live a fulfilled life, you know. Just like
Definitely.
how it was created for us by the Most High, you know, the template was already laid. Is we would just decide to go against and disobey. You know, obedience is the key.
True, true. So you mentioned you have kids. So how do you manage your motherhood and the career at the same time?
I have to, you know, because
Definitely, you
I
have
try
to.
my yeah, I don't know how I do it, but I do it because it needs to be done. You know, I am a mom, just like a working class mother out there. She had to go out and do her 9 to 5. It's just that I have it more spread out. That when I'm away, it's long time. But
True.
when I'm home, they have me. You know, we have lots of time together. I have time to nurture them, show them my love. You know, um, it's a balance. It really is a balance because I won't. I have my musical family and then I have my biological family. I won't trade none for the other. I love my
Definitely.
musical family. I love my fans, them. I love my career. I love doing what I do because this is part of my purpose. And being a mother is part of my purpose. So it's like how one. I have
Definitely.
to balance it. I have to work.
True, true, true. Talking about some of your tune, I have a tune in mind. It's quite dear to me. I think it's dedicated to your father, I believe.
Papa,
Yes,
big
it's
up Papa.
yes, that one.
Yeah,
So how the meditation came on? It was really like for your father or generally
yeah,
for.
really for my father. You know, I the only girl amongst my family. I have 4 brothers, and I'm right in the middle of 4 of them. There are 2, then me, then 2. So I grew up in a home with them, you know, and my father played a real impact in my life. Being the only girl, he was really on me a lot because he already have boys. So he was focusing on me and teaching me, you know, what a man would expect of me as a woman and how to behave as a young lady and how to dress. And no wonder why I turned Rasta from young because he was really on the case. He
True,
was really
true.
on the case. And that is why I wrote this song because I realized it didn't have much songs big enough fathers.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
my father,
exactly.
you know, he
Exactly.
didn't really have a permanent job to say, well, he had a good job in Babylon, but he was a good hustler and he real hustle and take care of we. So I look at that and, you know, that is a plus because real, I have friends and I had examples of children who didn't grow up with their fathers and, you
That's what
know,
I'm saying. It's good to see a different view, you know?
yeah.
Yes.
So I had my father around and I give thanks for that. That's why I write this song because you don't hear much father song, you only hear mom songs about mom.
True.
But the
Definitely.
real fathers, how they doing good jobs, you know. And
So
that's why
when your dad heard the song the first time, how was the reaction?
he cry, he cried,
For real, man.
he
Yes.
cried, and he loved it. It's one of his favorite songs, and men love it. And when I perform that song, man, them just go
Yeah.
crazy. Them man, them just go mad. Pull up, pull up, pull
It's
up,
true. It's true.
because they
It,
feel it, because it's truth. Yeah, it happens out there of what goes on in the black home and in the black family, you know. There's a lot of good fathers still, and you have to shine the light on the good and try and not just watch the
definitely.
negative
Definitely.
because we in a negative world, and sometimes that's all we see.
It's true. It's true. That's why, as I said, I picked out that song because um, as an artist, words are powerful, so the way we put words, they sound nice and yeah, we dance, but we do understand what's the message. And
Yeah,
so those men out there, they all feel like,
yeah.
yes, this is for me, it's
For me, yeah,
I'm the good
boy.
example.
Yeah.
It's true.
They could beat up the chest and say, yeah,
Yeah,
my song is a good father.
for
Yeah,
real, for real.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Give thanks for the words. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. Give thanks for the inspiration. Yeah, for
True.
real.
So do you have a favorite song of yours?
I have a few favorites, you know. Blessed, shout it out with me. If you're living your life stress-free, who just bless, no one curse. Blessed you are if you blessed from birth. Blessed. I really love that song. That's one of my favorites. Just one of, you know.
I'm
When
just
I hear
listening.
it, yeah.
Your vocal are amazing, I'm telling you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, man. I've been singing your song all along, like in the years, like pretending I was like good as you know, like, oh my
Aww.
God.
I'm sure you are good. I'm sure you are good.
But yeah,
Everybody can sing. Everybody can sing. That's the thing. Everyone have a singing voice. It's just that some have the gift
that's so
to, you know, use their voice in different ways. Like me, I have a gift to use my voice in some ways. I and all this be amazed. I'm
how
like,
did you
yo,
discover that?
I and all don't know. I'm like, whoa. I could use my voice like an instrument, and I guess that's the gift. And I guess that's the little gift right there,
That's
directly from the Most High. I can't give no glory, you know. I have to give all glory and praise to the Most High.
definitely.
You know? Yeah, yeah,
But you
Most
never
High.
been to like a school or anything, just naturally.
That's natural. When I open my mouth, this is what comes out effortlessly. I sing free. I am me. To be who you wanna be. I don't know, and it's
Okay.
just happening.
Now
It's
you're
just
just
happening.
making me jealous,
Oh, I'm sure you have a special gift. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, what I do have. Come on, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have actually a favorite song to perform? Like when you're on stage?
Hmm. Like one of my favorite songs, like for the last time I was touring, um in the lion's den, I'm in the lion's den. Still, I am not afraid because they are my friend. We lioness in the pride. I am the queen. I set the trend, protecting all the little children. Again, in the lion's den, Babylon, them try pretend them never know. Oh, this Rasta woman come figure them problem if you no love Jah and wickedness you are defend we are go blaze the fire again. Cause Babylon set up them traps and I try to see me stumble. All because I woman cool and humble though and host that temper against me. My heart shall not fear. My confidence in Jah shall take me anywhere I go. The Father is with me. That one there. That one they sent me in a real different kind of trance. It is
I'm
really,
honored.
really set.
I'm honored. Seriously. I saw that you've been recently, you've been back to Jamaica. You spent there some time. I saw on the social you were there with your family.
Yeah.
So what is baking? What is in the pot?
Album music, more music, always more music. And then I went to just reconnect some links, you know, and Jamaica is a place that I, you know, really love. And sometimes you just need to take a time away. So it was a kind of vacay
Work. Yeah.
It was time for me to relax, but also time for me to do some music and link with some big producers and some big names. So that happened and some magic is in the making.
I can't believe because I saw some clips of you at the in the yard as well.
Yeah, Bingistra.
Bingistra, yes, I pick them up anytime, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That must be something that we have to wait for.
It was really a nice experience linking up with Ulchina Smith. You know, he's a legend. And then what he is doing, you know, Bingistra, the whole movement, you know, it was really nice. And, you know, I could remember when I was there, I couldn't help myself, you know, Jamaica is a place as an artist. Once as an artist, you need to go to Jamaica because every day you could go to the studio. every day you could do music.
Yeah, man.
There's always something for you to do to make yourself progressive as an artist. And that's what I love about being in Jamaica and getting the opportunity to link with all those reggae superstars.
Yeah, that's true. And that's the thing, because when you're in Jamaica, it's normal. You're just walking down the road.
Normal.
You breathe in music, you see music, you live music.
Yeah, you live in music, you're actually living. I love it. And that's what I love about Jamaica. When I'm in Jamaica, I feel like Queen Omega. I feel like an artist. I feel progressive, you know?
True. So people do recognize you over there, right?
They love me. They do.
Yeah.
They do. Okay. And a lot of them say, but me think say, yeah, the man, me never know you're Trini.
True.
I when they realize that I'm a Trinidadian, there's no different love, you know? It's the same love because we're one people. We are one people, you know? Yeah, Jamaica vibes.
Because the Jamaican I know, they're very proud. So when they see other culture, embrace them.
They are very,
they're like, oh my God, yes.
They are.
True.
But what about them is that they love talent, they respect talent. So when they see someone and they see that they are talented, they give them the respect. They don't hold it from you. From your bad, they say you're bad.
It's true.
She's bad. I always hear it. I remember traveling in my 20s when I now started doing a little touring and things. Oh my gosh, I could remember when I now started to meet Jamaican artists, man, and they're like, yeah, oh, you're bad, so. You lick about your bad, you lick about your talawa.
True.
I'm like, wow.
For real, man. So how is Queen Omega in Trinidad?
Queen Omega in Trinidad is very, very low-key. You know, no fuss, very quiet. Not an artist life, you know, a very normal life.
Why?
Because I love it so, number one.
Okay.
And, I guess it's because I'm so humble in my ways too, you know. Everybody know that I'm Queen Omega, you know. Queen, when I pass in the streets.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just normal, and I like that, and I would love for it to stay that way, you know. Trinidad is a very small island anyway.
As you said, when you go to Jamaica, then you get your buzz and your artist life.
As I leave Trinidad, superstar. When I leave Trinidad, I'm Queen Omega. But for some reason, when I'm home, I am me, and you know, I get to be a mom. I just get to rock back and do my thing. I could go to the super, I could go to the grocery, and people come to me, they ask me for autograph and thing, you know. People come up, you's Queen Omega? I can't believe that. You're so normal. I could get a picture, and they would take picture and things. And I enjoy those moments. And it helped me to remember, to stay humble. It helps me to remember that, listen, no matter how big you are, you're still small. You're just a still small contribution to the universe. So don't get hype. You know,
that is
I'm not hype. I'm real humble, and I just enjoy that. I just enjoy being able to go to the shop. I just enjoy being able to walk with my foot.
It's necessary to keep the balance. Yes.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I still sometimes when I leave in the house, I still have to dress because you know I am Queen Omega. But sometimes I don't feel like dressing. I don't wear makeup when I'm home. I don't wear makeup when I'm home. I put on a little thing here because I say maybe it's a video and you know thing. But I'm not a makeup person. I only do makeup when I'm on stage and I know it's a lot of camera stuff. When I'm home, I'm home. I don't do makeup. I walk the streets normal and I enjoy it with my children. I have fun with my children. I have 3 girls, 3 boys. Wow. I have a big family.
Wow, lovely, man.
Yeah,
man. Good, man. You're doing very well, I must say.
Give thanks, you know, it's only to the grace of the Most High, you know. I give all praises to ya. You know, without the strength of that power, I disconnect to that power. That's where I just get my source, you know, and if I didn't have that deep connection with the Most High, I don't know if I would have even survived the music industry, because many times I felt like I just need to do a 9 to 5, which I did. I had times I jump out. It had times I jump out, no tour, and I jump out and I do little odd jobs, normal jobs, you know. And people saw me and there was like real respect, you know. They respect me
We
because
have to do what we have to do.
I have to do. And then, it never lasted though. It was always for like a month or two, and I give thanks for the moments where I could, because to me, as a chameleon, I could fit in, push come to shove. And, like now, COVID, I haven't been able to travel in such a long time for this pandemic, you know what I'm saying? But give thanks for the links and for my name being out there. I'm still getting calls, dubs who want recording, somebody interested, they want to do a project. So little by little, it's still full in the bucket, and I give thanks. I'm so grateful for my talent and still having opportunity to use it. I'm so grateful,
Of course,
yeah.
of course, man. So, I saw I think a few years ago, you had a little combination with a French producer. It was like a freestyle kind of thing.
Manu Digital.
Yes, Manu Digital. The song hit me in particular because I was like, yeah, she needs to say that loud.
Yeah, it's something I was saying a long time.
So what was your feeling? Why you felt like you had to push it out, that tone?
Because there's a part in the scripture where it says a prophet or prophetess is not recognized in their own land. And I experienced that here in my country, because, plenty times they would play my music on the radio, and they would say local artists. And I'll be like, but I don't travel all over the world. How these people call
not
it
disrespect, man.
I done been Brazil, I went Israel. Before this place, I went to Jerusalem. So I'm like, yo, these people need to understand, don't call me local. And I decided, nah, I need to write this. This has to go in a song. This has to be
I felt you, trust me. I was like, yeah,
don't call me local.
my girl.
Nationally blessed with my vocal. I'll tell you this. Don't call me no local artist when I'm an ambassador in this reggae business. How can you disrespect the queen? It's a long time me there, and me well love the scene from Brazil to Jamaica, like the cup with the cream. The voice of Queen Omega makes the world tune in. With versatility, sometimes me DJ and sing. And once my mind is made up, I can do anything. Nothing is impossible with the kings of kings. Me just hold up pipes and sit down and redeem. I said, don't call me local. I'm internationally blessed with my vocals. I had to write it.
Yeah,
and I realized that real people love it internationally too. Because a lot of artists go through the same thing in their country.
True.
And that's why it went so viral. Because man, he came here on a visit. Marshall Montano, our big soca superstar, invited him to Marshall Monday, right? His concert. And he came and he was like, yo, let me link up with Queen Omega because I'm in Queen Omega's island. Queen, I'm in your island. How can we link? And he came south because he was in north. He came south. He linked with me and we did it. He came with his keyboard, his videographer.
Boom.
We found a good spot. Boom.
Yeah, sometimes the simplest things are the one that hit the most.
I'm telling you, it was so simple. I grabbed up the kids. I went by our brethren's place because my brethren had a big backyard with a lot of trees and nice lawn. And we just sat there in his garage with the background of the lawn and stuff. Not so hard. And then it was like, he started it. And I heard the rhythm. Yeah. I was like, bang.
That's it.
And continue with the vibe.
Yeah, man. Love it, man. Yeah. For real, man. Yeah, that was a good one. That you needed to address that for real. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, it's Queen Omega, a real ganja baby.
You love that one.
Yeah, of course. The concept is it very, very good. I like to see women, I would say, it's not like advertising, but like showing the positive sides of the use of different use of herbs. That's good. So why do you feel like, why do you have to make a little statement about that?
About the herb?
Yes.
Well, I use the herb, and I saw positive I saw positive impact to me, It helped me a lot with my writing. It helped me a lot in my music. It helped me a lot in my meditation, It helped me with my mothering and my parenting. For
Okay,
those who can't use, can't speak about the herb.
that's true. That's true.
And that's just the truth. If you don't use something, then you won't be able to talk about it because you don't have an experience. You would only talk about what you hear. It mightn't be based on facts.
No,
It may not be the truth.
It was nice to see the woman like you composed, the people respect out there. Then all of a sudden, it's picking up marijuana. It's like, but wait, then if it's okay for her, it shouldn't be so bad, isn't it? Like,
no, it's a plant, man. It's another wonderful medicine given unto man. That's what it is, and it is good for the use, and right now, maybe smoking it may not be it mightn't be the best way to use the herb, right? And we are understanding that, so we're getting into steaming, right? We're steaming right now, right? And we're being more conscious, but we're not burning out the herb, and we are using our herb. We want our herb. We need our herb in our life because we need herbs. It was written that herbs is good for the use of man.
True. How is the situation in Trinidad? Is it like legal or
it's
not?
Decriminalized. Give thanks to the Rastafarian community so much, so long. Victimization upon victimization. You don't know the government and its laws. But it's decriminalized now, and I think you're allowed to have at least 30 grams.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
And you Babylon, not trouble you. So you find it easier now, and they wouldn't really lock up a man just because he have a little herb on him. It's like locking up a man walking down the road with some bhaji or some celery because it's herbs.
That's true.
Yeah. What's going on? What are they thinking? So they alone want to use it.
True.
And put it in different drugs and then give it to us. They don't want us to use it in its raw state. They want to be able to manufacture it, process it,
control it,
control it, tell us how to use it. That's what they want. But big up the farmers, them, because you must farm and you must plant.
Yeah,
and marijuana is a tree that you must have in your garden when you're planting. You can boil the tea. It's very good. It's good for asthma. It has so many good uses.
Many different things. Yes, true.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah. Give thanks for this paragraph. Yes. So one of your latest tune out there, was the combination with Jamaican, right? Yeah. How that song is going? It's doing well.
Beautiful, yeah. The collab, Jamaican is my personal brethren. I really respect him, and he's real far right, And I had the opportunity to meet him when I was quite young as a teenager. And then we met again and in Europe, and that's when we did the collaboration. And we waited a while, for the right time. And when I was in Jamaica, the last, it's already a couple of years ago, time going so quick.
Wow.
My last trip to Jamaica, we did the video. I had the opportunity to link with him to do the video clip. It was so amazing, and I give thanks for that.
True, man. Big tune, for real.
It's a big tune.
Nice combination, for real.
Yeah.
So, any projects coming anytime soon?
An EP soon. I'm working on an EP. Well, actually, it's finished. All produced here in Trinidad by a beautiful, young, talented, amazing producer named Noble Touch. Different tones and genre of music, some dancehall and refreshing, it's refreshing. And then I have following that, I'll have an LP to drop, an album with Lions Pro Production out of Switzerland. So that's the next beautiful project. During the COVID, I've been putting in some real works,
True.
Can't travel, can't tour, but I need to do my music.
Exactly. So COVID didn't really slow you down.
No, listen, we have to know how to turn bad things. We are alchemists. Musicians are alchemists. And I don't know if I'm right for with all musicians, but what I know about myself, for some reason, I learned to turn pain into goodness, you know, and turn bad situations and make a good out of it. So with all the lockdown and stuff, I was going to the studio and doing some real late nights, early morning, coming out in the studio, spending like whole night into the studio. When I get to the studio and we come out, it's like they clean. I wonder if I can't sleep. So when I go home, the children there, I can't sleep, you know, and I did a lot of that. I made some good sacrifices and I produced some beautiful music.
That's
I can't
good.
wait for it
Can't
to
wait
be
to
released.
hear it. Honestly.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to be released to feel the energy and the feedback from my fans and them, because it's been a long time they haven't had a, you know, a
True.
compilation of music from Queen Omega, you know.
You
So
know, I always thought Queen Omega and Queen Africa, why you two did never came on a combination? The
it's
two
never too late, you know. Sometimes it's never too late, you know. Life is, she has life, I have life. And yeah, we link already, you know. Queen real cool, Queen Africa real cool, you know. So I don't know why.
That would
Queen
be
Africa,
mad.
if you're here in this interview, we need to link up on this, because real people been asking. They
Trust
even
me.
been asking to see us on stage together.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that
Two
would be a
fire.
fire combination.
Yeah, that's our real water, just in case when you burn down, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
For real, for real. Yeah, man. So I hope your family and yourself keeping well in this time. And
Thanks.
seriously, I can't wait to see you back on stage, you know, and hear more from you. Yeah.
Looking forward. I'm looking forward. I
Yeah.
can't wait. First stage, the first couple stage show, wow, it's gonna be magic, because all this energy inside just welling up, you know, just waiting,
All the late
anticipating.
night in studio, just
Yeah.
for real, man. There's so many things we could talk about, or we would have to stay all day. And I know
Yes,
that you
Empress.
have, you know, you have your children and everything, so we will
Yeah.
have to make it a little bit short. So I really, really give thanks for the time. And if you could tell us where our, you know, people can find you
My
on
social
the,
media. Well, you
yeah,
can check me out on the Instagram. That's the real Queen Omega. And of course, Facebook, Queen Omega Music. I'm on Spotify and iTunes. You can check out my music same way, you know. And yeah, just keep your eyes open, keep your ears open for the release. It's gonna be buzzing. So
true.
check me out. Keep your ears open. Continue giving me support to my fans. Give thanks for the support and love. Always stay positive no matter what. Know that the brighter day is ahead. You know,
True.
brighter days are coming.
Before you go in, I want to ask you a couple of more questions. Nothing to do with the music, if you don't mind. Is it what's Queen Omega favorite food?
My favorite food, whoa.
Yeah.
Now, because I am a foodie, but I love natural food. So my favorite food would be like fruit salad, smoothies. I love smoothies. I love fruit salad. I love a good fresh salad.
True.
Yes.
You're in the right place as well. So, yeah, man. So what Queen Omega like to do apart from singing? What's your favorite hobby?
Well, I love going to the beach. I love water, so I love going to the beach, and I love going to the river. Relaxing is something that I love to do, because my children sometimes life, my mind is going a lot like this.
Trust me.
So I like to take my time and relax. Yeah, I love water. So beach, river, that's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, man. So hopefully one day I'll come and relax with you. You know? Yeah, man.
There's some nice beaches over here. Tobago.
Yeah,
We have lovely
man.
beaches.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends from Trinidad, to be honest. And it's
Yeah.
like all the time, you need to come. I just can't wait, you
Well,
know?
whenever you come in, just make sure and link me before you jump on that plane.
Definitely.
Country.
Definitely.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
man. Yeah, man, Queen Omega, give thanks for real for your time, you know.
Thanks,
You're
Empress.
really, really blessed, man.
It's a blessing. It's a pleasure.
One love, one love.
Irie.